I'm going to dismantle this graph and the argument behind it, because I'm sure you've seen people say that Canada doesn't need to lower its carbon emissions because we're only 1.5% of the world's carbon, but China is about 31%. And I don't know if these people realize this, but Canada has like 40 million people and China has about 1.5 billion people. So this, which is a per capita graph, would be a better representation of how much each country pollutes. And as you can see, Canada is no bueno. Here are the countries in the world listed by their total emissions. You can see China is obviously number one by far. And then here's Canada down in 7th place. But this column right here is emissions per capita. China is sitting at 7.44 and Canada is at 18.72. When you resort the graph to be ordered in emissions per capita, Canada is still 7th. That's not a good thing. Because look at who we're comparing ourselves to: Oman, UAE, Kuwait, Qatar, Brunei. Even the US is all the way down here, with Saudi Arabia, but below them further we see South Korea, Taiwan, Iceland, Russia. China's not even in the top 25. Scroll down another 40 countries and you finally get to China. You might be saying, but that doesn't stop China from being one of the largest emitters, and you're right. But China has also made historic and record-setting growth in clean energy. And while Canada's carbon emissions under Trudeau are still expected to grow in 2024, China's are expected to drop this year. Just give them a second. They're going to catch up. They're going to be mad at Trudeau for not lowering carbon emissions. Just give it a second. So why do we need a carbon tax or a carbon mitigation or a carbon pricing strategy? It's because carbon emissions are not a singular country's issue. It's not the fault of China or India. It's not the fault of the United States. It's all of our faults. We all have to do something about this. We all have to decarbonize. We all have to electrify our systems. And considering the fact that the Green Revolution is going to be one of the largest money-making events in human history, it might be a good idea for Canada to use our technological advancements, our engineering, and our knowledge and wealth to invest in those areas so that we can export those goods internationally, because oil is going to run up eventually. I meant to say run out, but I don't want to refilm. Long story short, this chart does not tell the story, and the people who are sharing this chart do not understand the whole story. And if they do, they're bad faith actors.